Well, I saw a review of the iPhone 3GS by John Four Lakers, and one of the really great things he said was that compared to the 3G, now he uses the iPhone 3G and the 3GS on a daily basis, and he said that the iPhone 3GS does not have the issue with the dropped calls, or at least not near as bad. He didn't say whether or not he got dropped calls, but he did say that he talked about dropped calls and call quality. He said that those things are not an issue on the 3GS. He said that that the iPhone 3GS hardware is vastly improved over the 3G. And it got me to thinking about people that have been kind of negative about AT&T and the iPhone, and I was putting together some factors. And I was thinking, for those of you who have been saying that the AT&T and iPhone are not so great, is it possible that you did not check the coverage map and are just living in a fringe area? Because I did some coverage map checking. I remember one of my comments said that one of the commenters who said that AT&T was not a good deal. I asked him, well, what area do you live in? He gave me the state. I went to AT&T's website, looked it up, and it seems that where he's at is in a fringe area. It's moderate at best. But that, I think, coupled with the hardware and possibly the diversity of the 3G and Edge towers, are what's going on with the iPhone and the dropped calls, and I think I've come up with a way to solve it. And I'm going to try this myself if I get my own iPhone. Number one, get the 3GS. Don't even bother with the 3G unless your budget absolutely dictates that you have to go with 3G, because the 3GS does have vastly improved hardware. So that's number one, get the 3GS. Number two, if you do have the dropped calls, do try switching 3G off and see what that does. If it improves the call quality and the dropped calls, then most likely what's going on is you have an edge tower in your area, as opposed to a 3G tower. If, however, you are unsure, this is where step 3 comes in. I would go to the coverage map and look up your area and see what you can do about locating the specific towers, whether or not you have a 3G or an edge tower, and this would help dictate whether or not you have 3G on or off. I think I am going to go ahead with the iPhone, but those factors are what you might want to take into consideration: the existence of 3G and edge towers, your signal strength, your coverage area, as well as the 3GS hardware over the 3G, because, like I said, John Four Lakers said a huge improvement on the 3GS over the 3G with call quality and the amount of dropped calls he had. He said that it's not a problem with the 3GS. And again, the person who said that they did have a problem, I asked for their state. They gave me their state. I checked their coverage area. Like I said, it was kind of skimpy. It was a lot of areas were moderate, some areas were excellent, some were good, but there were a lot of areas that were moderate. A lot of white space there. Bright orange is excellent, medium orange is good, and white is moderate, and white with dashes is partner. But a lot of areas were moderate, and there was even one state that he gave me. I looked that up. Not only was it moderate, but a lot of areas were also partner coverage. So, yeah. So I think I am going to go ahead with the iPhone 3GS. If I do switch to AT&T, I am going to get the iPhone 3GS. So, unless something radical happens. I did find an office... excuse me, bit my lip. I did find an office suite, by the way. Quick office for about $20, and apparently the ratings on that were pretty good. It allows you to synchronize your documents to your iPhone, and you can edit them. At this point, it only works with Word and Excel, which is not a big deal, because with PowerPoint, I guess all I'd do is view it anyway. And since Mail allows you to view these types of attachments, it's not a big problem. So yeah, that's just a little business about the iPhone 3GS in relation to dropped calls, and I think I am going to go ahead and give it a shot if I do switch to AT&T. Alright, thank you for watching. Comments are welcome, and have a nice day.